Morning folks, welcome to the heart of cycling. It's a nice Sunday morning and heading out a wee bit earlier than usual to meet up with the boys in the 9 a.m. bunch, who normally just go, well, they go a wee bit early for me, they go a wee bit far for me, and sometimes, well, yeah, normally they go a wee bit fast for me. But I wanted to get out today to kind of push myself a wee bit more, because I'm planning a big trip at the end of the year. I mentioned it before in one of the other videos, but it was kind of buried away. But in November, I'm heading to Patagonia, Chile, South America, to cycle a route called the Carretera Austral, the road to the south, and it's like the last road leading down into the depths of Patagonia from a town called Puerto Montt in Chile down to literally the end of the road in a place called Via O'Higgins, and it's about 850 miles or about 1,200 kilometres overall, and it's a mix of tarmac roads and a lot of gravel riding, quite rough gravel riding, I believe. So it's a big challenge, and I need to make sure my legs are working in order to be on the bike every day for almost a month. So that's why I've been getting out as much as possible and pushing myself so that I feel fit to tackle the Carretera Austral, and I'm ready for Patagonia. So I'll tell you a bit more about it, but just going up to meet the boys now, and we're heading from the south side of Glasgow over to Largs today. So these are less familiar roads for me. I'm looking forward to some new scenery, some new roads, and a cracking day out. It's a good big climb coming out of Greenock. Lovely descent down into Greenock, but we're straight back out and up this hill. Oscar just doing a bit of civic duty, cleaning up some mess that some thoughtless person has left at the side of the road up here. So we're heading towards Griff Reservoirs, the Griff Valley Way. This is all new to me. But cracking roads, nice and quiet. I feel like you're in the back of the beyond up here. And good training. I need to get some of these hilly routes in my legs so that I'm prepared for Patagonia, because that's going to be something else. So I might be suffering a wee bit today, but it's all for the greater good, so that come November I'm feeling fit and ready to take on the wilds of Patagonia. Can't wait. That's more like it. Always a reward when you're cycling. was having a wee lunch stop in Largs. Quite spicy that first half of the ride, and we've got the famous Fairley Moor to do on the way back, which I've never done before, but I've heard horror stories about, so let's see how that goes. Could be a bit of a challenge, but good miles, and like I say, good prep for Patagonia, because those are going to be big days out in the wilderness. So yeah, 850 miles, but I'm going to take about 3 weeks to do it. I'm going to take basically a month off work and take my time, enjoy the route, and it's a kind of bucket list ride that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I was going to do it when I turned 60, but I thought, you know what, after what happened to me last year, the sooner the better. So I'm going to do it in November. So I've got a bit more training to do to make sure I'm in decent shape. But days like today certainly help get the climbing in the legs. Make sure I'm all set. So anyway, full belly after that wee stop in Largs. Time to tackle Fairley Moor and head home. That's us over Fairley Moor. Fairly brutal, I would say, but got up there just spinning away, staying within my own comfort zone, or what could potentially be described as my comfort zone. Some pretty spicy gradients, 16%, but great. And the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but fantastic views back down to the Firth of Clyde and the islands. But that's brilliant. And again, good miles in the legs. Tell you what, cycling in Scotland should prepare you for anything, even Patagonia, hopefully. Almost home. This is the fun bit. That's almost 84 miles. So good big day out. Loads of climbing. I think there was about 1,600 meters of climbing. So that's magic, and actually the legs feel okay. Just take my time up these hills and making sure I'm not overdoing it. Cracking day out. Good miles in the legs for Patagonia. But I'm not leaving until November for that, so I've got the rest of the summer to continue to get some good miles in the legs and just make sure I've got the stamina. It's not about speed, because I'm not going to be racing through Patagonia. I'm going to be taking my time and enjoying it as much as possible. But I do need to feel like I can be on the saddle for a long time and have the energy to keep going, and in potentially some pretty rough conditions. So that's us from the heart of cycling. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Cheers.